Welcome to my presentation on the eco-friendly moving house. So the situation of my design is the purpose of this project is to incorporate a sustainable living environment with the ability to transport to multiple ecosystems. The problem or the purpose of this project is to create an eco-friendly sustainable house that reduces the carbon footprint while the living conditions will stay the same. So for my investigation and for my method is to research different architectural plans and to differentiate the pros and cons of each design. For example, this design has a great use of roof. Every inch of this house is used to the maximum. The great use of design as the open windows to view the world and has a great placement of lights. What is the cons about this is this might be too dangerous for children, as the railings do tend to wither or rot, and this family might have like a lack of privacy or too small for a family of 3. So for my innovations and how to use this term eco-friendly, I have termed this solar energy and these solar systems. So for a history lesson, the ancient Greeks planned their cities to allow every homeowner to access light during winter to warm their homes, maximizing the use of the sun's warm rays during the winter. When the Romans had the advances to make glass, they figured out that with the use of glass, they can trap solar heat. This way, the glass readily emits sunlight, yet it still has the ability to accumulate heat inside. For the solar panels, this provides another form of heating or air conditioning as a more advanced way of thinking. This also has the power to allow electronics or the use of laundry or cookware to be readily available. And then this also provides as an advantage to when you're in a remote area or you are off-grid with no energy. So for my other innovation could be the rainwater filtration system. So this is absolutely free to use in a clean source of water, which is essentially rainwater. It is easy to install, which is just a place to store the water, and it can be environmentally friendly, and it is excellent for irrigation. So what I mean for reusing this water could be washing clothes, toilet flushing, or even gardening. So for my construction, the model sketches for front, side, and back. The materialists could be foam boards, hot glue guns, ruler, sketchbook for a reference, box cutter, sandpaper, and scissors to make this model. So for my Tinkercad model, I had to go online, research different ways to find 3D designs, and then I had Tinkercad. So this modeling allowed me to use 3D software to fully understand how or what tools I can use to model this design. So with this, I had entire references and the ability to see what the project is going to look like. And for my modeling process work, I had to invent new ways for the rooms so that it has privacy. I also had to figure out which furniture or which areas to use. For example, the water and the plumbing filtration has to be in the same area so that the water filtration can use it. Another purpose is for the roofing, for the solar panels, because on top of this has to have a lot of solar panels. And for my process work, if this was to be completed, this whole entire side would have the glass frames so that I have the inspiration from the Greeks so that the rooms will be warm enough for winter days. And then this is just a photo aerial view of how my project looks like. And then for the balcony, for my innovation, if this was to be able to travel, we'll get into that later, this balcony will be able to be foldable so that it has a protection to use. So for my moving part of this project, I planned on using this tape tracks so that movability will be easier for long-term or short-term distances. For the short-term distances, I also plan to sort of innovate a way to have this be able to go onto the tape tracks so that it can be movable. So this is just a prototype, it is just an idea or innovation. For the results of my project, I had a lot of fun making it, and then the terms and concepts are really able to innovate this project even further. For example, the way I use the glasses so that there would be heating instead of using electricity or air conditioning to warm my house. I also like the fact that there is filtration water so that we can use or sustain enough so that water can be reduced and the bills will be reduced. So this house code can really benefit by exploring the different ways of solar energy or solar systems. Thank you for watching.